Having fun in your 20s, having fun in any time era of your life is important. There are going to be moments, or there's going to be durations where you're strictly focusing on certain things, you're working hard, you're trying to achieve a new level and a promotional opportunity, or whatever aspect of your life you're trying to get better at. There's going to be a lot of time for you to work hard, and rightfully so, on the projects, the passions, and all of that. But at the same time, nobody wants to live a miserable life. No matter how much money they are desiring to accumulate, no matter what job they're trying to get, no matter what business they're trying to start, people want to have fun. We are humans. We like to have fun. We have fun in different ways, but throughout our 20s, we want to have the more traditional fun of going out, hanging out with their friends. And that's an area that is very expensive, especially if you live in a major city. Once you graduate university, you might have student loans to pay off. Whatever your financial situation is, it's typically not that high unless you automatically got your full-time opportunity and maybe you're doing like investment banking and you're making 150K. That's great. But majority of recent college graduates are not, majority of recent graduates are not in that position, and you still do want to have fun, but you don't have the luxury to go out to these nice venues, to spend crazy amounts of money every other day on cocktails, going out, happy hour, dancing, whatever your fun is. It's expensive, especially when your parents aren't paying for it anymore. And I want to, in this video, really go over ways to have fun in your 20s, stuff that I've implemented in my own life that allow me to get that fun that I want, to allow me to have that dopamine that I need, and that socialization that I need as well, but at the same time not break my bank account. Before I was able to figure out the things that I could do for fun, I first had to figure out what areas do I spend the most money when I'm having fun. And the number one thing was food and beverages. Whenever you go out to a restaurant with your friends or even with your family, you can quickly see your bill add up after you get your appetizer, you get a beverage, you might get lemonade, you might get drinks, you might get some fancy milkshake, depending on where you go. And then you order your appetizer, and that's maybe like mozzarella sticks or artichoke dip, wherever you go. And then you get your meal. You might get Alfredo, then you get a dessert that you split with your family or your friends, depending on who you're with. And your bill for your part, if you ordered in a group, might be like $40. But you're with your friends, you're talking, you're having that atmosphere that you love, and you don't really see your money going until it's too late, and then you're like, wow, I just spent $40 in 2 hours? That's crazy. And then you have to pay for your tip, your gratitude. It's a lot, especially if you want to go out twice a week. It's very difficult to manage this within your monthly budget. So what I would recommend doing is whenever you want to go out with your friends want to catch up, you haven't seen them in a while, go to fast casual restaurants only. You do not want to go to a restaurant where they make you sit down, wait for a server. That's a lot extra money that business is charging you. Much cheaper to go to a family-owned spot, because typically they don't charge as much, especially if it's near a university. I realized that it's very beneficial going here to get your food and catch up with your buddies, because they are in a college neighborhood, they're in a university neighborhood, so they're not charging crazy prices because they know most of their audience, or they know most of their customers are college students, so they don't have a lot of money to begin with. So the prices are not as high, as well as you can grab the food, you can order the food and then take it to one of the better spots on campus and then enjoy there. And you guys can walk around the campus afterwards to help your food digest. I've done this, I want to say 4 or 5 times already since the summer. And I've never had a bad experience with it, because Normally when you're ordering food with friends, the food is never really the highlight of the event. It's more so being able to catch up with your buddy. The food can be okay. It doesn't have to be 5-star dining. You just want something that will satisfy your hunger and which will allow you to enjoy the moment that you're spending with that friend. So you don't need to spend crazy money. You could probably get a meal for maybe $10. Bring your own water bottle. It's very easy to spend that extra $3 or $4 on some soda, but bring your own beverage. The big three things you want to make sure you don't do is make sure that you don't have a server that you need to tip. Make sure that you're don't get any of the extra add-ons. For example, if you go to certain chains or certain places, there's certain toppings are extra. Don't get any of the extra toppings, and then bring your own beverage. Another area of fun that I've realized is significantly cheaper, and a lot of people are doing this now, especially when you're still young. A lot of people like to have fun outdoors. There's different events you can do, such as hiking, pickleball, spike ball. There's so many different outdoor activities that people just love to do, and it's so easy to bond over. If you played basketball your whole life, you can go to outdoor parks, outdoor gyms. People are there. It's so easy to make friends. You can play games. You can play one-on-one. You can play two-ball. You could play around the world, whatever you want to do. Or if you're not super athletic, maybe you just want to do something more relaxed. Maybe you just want to grab your book and you want to lie down near a waterfront. Bring a towel or a picnic blanket, relax. If you're more artsy, you can bring your sketchbook, and then you could just draw stuff out and just relax. And this is very soothing for yourself. You could do it by yourself, or you could also do it with friends. But if you want to have a more calming day, like if your social battery is drained, then I would recommend you go by yourself. Maybe bring your headphones, listen to a nice podcast, enjoy the view, or just relax. It's so easy. It's so affordable. You don't feel the need to pay for anything. Like this trip is basically free. I can't imagine you having to pay for anything unless you don't have that blanket or if you don't have a pair of headphones. But if you're in your 20s, I promise you have these somewhere in your household. I enjoy hiking. The only thing that I have an issue with is hiking is sometimes the hikes can be far to find. It's not very common that you just have a nice trail in your backyard or you have a super nice trail near your house. So sometimes you're going to have to drive out to these areas, especially if you get super into it. You're going to be doing a lot of research on your own to find the nicest trails, the hidden spots, and they are probably going to be far from your house. So do account for the gas that you're going to spend, but the activity itself is really fun, and it's definitely a way more affordable option than either going to a club, going to an escape room, shopping, like any of the other fun stuff you could be doing. A lot of comparing hiking and those outdoor activities to the more expensive activities, you're definitely getting more bang for your buck and enjoying yourself pretty much the same, if not more, than you would by spending more for those traditional fun events. I would also recommend you to pick up a new outdoor sport. I've been playing golf for the last few weeks. I'm getting slowly better and better, and being a business major, it's very important to have that golf skill set with you because a lot of deals are made on the golf course. Pickleball and golf, I think, will be two important sports for you to get good at, and this would allow you to be fun and be social with the people that you want to be social with. You can simply go by yourself and just practice. You could be doing the same few drills over and over for maybe 30 minutes to an hour once a week, and you will get significantly better at this activity over time. I've been playing golf for like 3 weeks, and I played golf 3 times in the last 3 weeks. It's just me putting. It's not me on the course yet, just because I want to make sure I get down the fundamentals. I've been getting better contact with the ball. My form is better. My overall confidence in my ability to get the ball in the hole and as many strokes as possible is getting higher. The final suggestion that I recommend you doing is pretty affordable and it's always fun. This is going to a big sporting event party with your friends. So one of your friends is going to invite everybody over, or you could even be the person that invites everybody over if you want to be the host. You gather up your group chat. You sent out a message saying, "Hey everybody, the game's on next Friday. Everybody meet in my house at 6 p.m. Bring this, bring that," and then people, especially if you host it, because normally I realize when you host events, people are more willing to pay for everything else because you took initiative to host the event. So if you host the next Super Bowl party, you can have your friends that are coming bring the food, the beverages, cups, silverware, napkins, everything that you need to have a good time, everything that will allow everybody else to have a good time. And all you're doing is just watching the same game that you were planning to watch anyway. But now your food is paid for, your beverages are paid for, and then you're with your friends. You're with the people that you were wanting to see and hang out with. It's an easy way to get together. And even if you have to pay for food or beverages, if you're the one that's not hosting, it's so much better than you going out and having to wait at these overcrowded venues, paying extra money for bad seats, stuff like that. It solves a lot of the financial burden and a lot of the financial responsibility that by having these big game moments at your house or going to your friend's house to experience these big game moments is so much more fun. One of my buddies, he's known for having all the events at his house, and it's always a fun time. It's crazy because it's not expensive. It's not expensive for him. It's not expensive for me or my other friends that join him on the big game days. But we have so much fun just because we're with each other. We're bonding over a common activity. We're enjoying some food and beverages. What more could we have asked for? This is what we would be doing at another venue, like a sporting place, a sports bar. This is what we would be doing. And the fact that we get to do just as much activity, have the same amount of wings, same amount of chips at my friend's house at a fraction of the price is amazing. We have the best laughs, we have the best conversations, and we don't feel pressured to finish our food by a certain time because there's another group of people waiting to take our seat afterwards. We can enjoy from the moment the game starts to the moment the game ends. We can even watch the chat, not the chats. We can even watch the interviews afterwards and enjoy that as well.